Hi there, welcome to Monthly Empties for March and April. This is where I share products that I have used up throughout the month, or sometimes I do this video every other month. These are beauty products, toiletry, supplements. I share food and lifestyle products as well. If you're curious what I eat in a typical day at the age of 50, almost 51, to manage my weight window, to stay lean, fit, and energized, I will have my recent What I Eat in a Day video linked in the description box below today's video. If there's not enough room, I always encourage you to click on the top link, which is the corresponding blog post. That will direct you to the blog post where it is easiest to shop from, because I can provide more links there. So there will be links to everything that I share with you today. Almost everything is always on repeat. If I tried something new and I wouldn't recommend it, I will let you know. Other than that, these are all items that I always use and I always have on repeat or use them on a continuous basis. I also share outfit and beauty details, so be sure to head to the corresponding blog post. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Always on repeat, the Med Pride number 10 scalpel that I use to derma blade or derma plane the peach fuzz on my face. I do have a video where I share how I use this, a little tutorial, so check it out. You also know that I cut my products open. I pretty much share that in all of my Empties videos. I have a little scraper that I use. I will have that scraper linked below. It'll be your very top link, so it's easy to get to. It's a must for everyone, but this is the Dr. Brandt PoreDermabrasion Exfoliator. I use this in the shower every single day. I can use it daily. I have very resistant skin. It's always on repeat. I cannot be without this product. Many years using the Mederma Advanced Dry Skin Therapy Facial Toner. Here we have a little sample, but I have had this in the full size and I would recommend it, but it is a pricey item. It is the L'Occitane Creme Divine or Divine Cream, and it is just that. It is divine. Highly recommend, and it smells amazing. I love L'Occitane products, as most of you would know if you've been following me for the long haul. This next product Paul uses on his face, and it was actually recommended to me by my dermatologist as a really great facial moisturizer, but it is actually for the body. Of course, you can use it on the face. It is his favorite on the face, and I love it on the body. So it's the Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream. I guess I would say this is very multi-purpose. Here we have the Sonia Kashuk Beauty Sponge. This is what I use to apply my foundation. I have a couple of these, and I periodically do replace them. This is the only product that I use to apply foundation. I have a couple of foundation brushes, but I like the application of the Sonia Kashuk Beauty Sponge. You get this wet with warm water, it will expand, and I love how it works. I do wash it every single use, so every day when I'm done applying makeup, if it's a makeup wearing day, I use Dawn dish soap and warm to hot water, and I always keep it clean. You've heard me talk about the Smashbox contour palette. There's a contour, bronze, and highlight, and I do use all three products. As you can see, the two pans where the contour and the bronzer are, or I think it goes contour, contour, bronzer, highlight. I use all three. I don't use the highlight as fast, but I wanted to show this so that you could see that I truly do use all three products. I am still using this up. I will definitely use this entire product here. I have a couple of these on hand. I have a full one in my cosmetic case to apply makeup, and then I always carry one of these on the road if I'm going to be gone, so it'll be in my little cosmetic pouch, but I try to keep a full one in there, and then I just stick this in my everyday makeup case and try to use up this product. Here we have Ardell Demi Wispies. These are my favorite false lashes, I guess I would call them. Are they still called false lashes? I guess. That's what I call them. These have always been my favorite. I do not apply false lashes. I do use Latisse, and I use it almost daily, so I do have good length to my lashes. I've always enjoyed Latisse. I've had good results. I used to wear false lashes. I got away from that look, and even when I watch old videos, I'm not really fond of the look of false lashes in doing videos. I do think it's beautiful if you're going to be in photos, like photography, like professional photography or professional photos. So I would use these for that purpose. I'm pretty sure I purchased these for Pips when she was going to a formal dance. I am really good at applying false lashes on myself and other people, so I always tend to do all of her friends. This product is always on repeat. I also have it in the travel size because I can't be on a vacation or a weekend away without it. It's the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. I used it today. It's a great product. Another product that I cannot be without, and I actually used it today as well, it's the Tressa Watercolors Root Concealer in dark brown. I do have a video where I share the products that I use in between color touch-ups, mainly around the hairline around my face. That is where I applied this product this morning because I actually go for a color touch-up in about 4 more days. So I am due, and the gray is popping through, but I love this. It comes in several shades. I definitely recommend it. Because I always show a few of Paul's products, Suave, Maximum Hold, unscented hairspray, although this has a scent. When he sprays, I know what he's spraying. So it does have a scent, but he has used this forever. I don't know if I ever have known him not to use it, and we're approaching 30 years of marriage, so there you go. We have an empty box of Crest 3D White. Not picky about my toothpaste. I always share as long as it's not natural. I know, I am not that girl. I just can't. Has to work. Crest 3D White is much better for me, but I'm not picky. I don't care if it's Colgate, Crest. This is Paul's arena. He typically is the one that purchases our toothpaste, and I think he buys it like in bulk, maybe at Sam's Club. Here we have Retainer Bright Cleaning Tablets. These are the tablets that we used when we were using Invisalign, and now we all have permanent trays. These are the tablets that we use daily to clean our trays. Always on repeat, my Opalescence Go Tooth Whitening System. This is also Paul's. I actually don't really use mouth rinse much anymore unless I really feel like I need it. I'm a really good brusher. I don't believe that I have real big issues with odor, because I drink so much water. Typically people that drink a lot of water, they don't generally have bad breath. Bad breath is typically caused from dehydration. Of course, it would make sense if you ate something that could cause bad breath, but chronic bad breath is almost always a result of lack of or dehydration. So if you feel like that is something that you struggle with, up your water intake. But this is Paul's Equate Antiseptic Mouth Rinse in Spring Mint. Also Paul's, but I'll use it in a pinch. It is the original Chapstick. And then I have the Fresh Sugar in Rosé. Like this product. I'm not in the market to repurchase it, but I did like it. Paul's deodorant, the Men Degree 48 Hour in Cool Rush. I always share my razor cartridge refills. This is the Gillette Mach 3. I will have the cartridges linked as well as the razor. Emptied a L'Occitane milk concentrate. And I believe I have 2 Jergens Natural Glow 3 Days to Glow Gradual Self Tanner in medium to deep. I've used this forever. In fact, probably when I first started self-tanning, I would say that this product maybe was out, and I've never stopped purchasing it. Yes, it has an odor after it has sat on your skin. I believe they all do. Some are worse than others. I use different products according to what I'm doing that day. If I'm not going anywhere and I'm just gonna wear like grubby clothes, that's a perfect day for me to apply this because it really does give you a great color. It probably is my favorite gradual self-tanner if I want the deepest color, but it also does have that odor. So if you leave the house every single day and you're going to be affected by that scent, you probably wouldn't get this, but I'll share the next product. That one may be a little bit better. So for example, I self-tanned this morning. I didn't use this because I am going to dinner tonight and then I'm going to my granddaughter Kaylee's softball game. So I didn't want a really heavily odored self-tanner. Yes, cut up. So instead I used this one. It's also a fantastic gradual self-tanner. It's pricier. Okay, it doesn't have as strong of an odor, but it's pricier and I don't believe it gives you the depth of color. But this one is a great one to wear because I don't smell it on me. I don't smell self-tanner at all. It's pleasant when you apply it. It's not sticky later on, and I don't smell it at all. So this is the one that I would wear if I want to self-tan, but I'm going to be going somewhere that day. I feel like if you are going to be in heat and humidity, I wouldn't self-tan at all if you're going to something. So if you're going to an outdoor event and you're gonna be hot, even if you can't smell your self-tanner prior, like when you're in the air conditioning, when you get out in the heat, you're gonna start smelling it. I always refrain from applying any self-tanners on those days, even the ones that give you the automatic tan, which I do think those are handy. I typically don't apply anything on those days, but I do recommend both of these. They're both on repeat for me all the time. And then I also have gloves that I apply self-tanner with. And these are one-time use. I pitch them after I'm done with them. Here we have Sally Hansen Big Shiny Top Coat. I've always been a fan of this. I also like the OPI. I'm not really fussy. I just don't like when they're really thick, and I feel like they get thicker the more you open them. You can always add in a little bit of remover to thin it down a little bit, but this is a great one. And then I also have an empty Kiss brush on nail glue. I do have press on nails today. I will have the ones that I'm wearing linked in the outfit and beauty section, and I will also have the brush on glue that I use. I believe, I'm trying to think if there's a glue. Well, the press on nails that I have actually have a peel and they do press on. You don't even need glue with them, but I do a lot with my hands, so I'm not gonna say that nails don't pop off, and typically it's my right hand because I use that more because I'm right-handed. So if I have press-on nails on, if I have my press-on nails, if I'm wearing press-on nails, I always make sure I carry a little backup brush on glue for on the road. So for example, I already have one packed for today just in case, but I do like applying the brush on versus the little squeeze tube. And here would be a squeeze tube. This is by Kiss, and it came with one of the kits. I mean, this is great to stick in your handbag, but honestly, I like to be able to brush it on. Here we have some Thong panty liners. Carefree. Moving on to supplements. On repeat as always, I share my 60 billion probiotic. I have a couple empty ones because they last about a month, and since this is empties for 2 months, I have 2 empties. Here we have a CoQ10, apple pectin. All of these you are used to seeing on repeat. So apple pectin, blood sugar support, which I only take when I am going to have a meal that is from the standard American diet. For example, a celebratory meal. We are going out tonight to get a bite to eat. while I don't plan on overeating or eating really bad, I already know what I'm getting. I'm getting the fish tacos. I still will always take a blood sugar support when I eat standard American diet. Dandelion root, and then I tried this, it's a gummy that helps to enhance sleep. So it's by Winged Women's Wellness. It was recommended in a previous video that I did where I talked about sleep. Sleepyhead Sleep and Stress gummies. They tasted really good. They were like having candy, but there's 20 calories and 4 grams of sugar, so it makes sense, right? Mental calmness, serene sleep, there's passion flower, melatonin, which would make sense. A few different things in there. I was glad I tried it. I cannot say that it did anything. It really didn't change anything for me. So would I repurchase it? No. But if you want to try something, go for it. Again, I don't have trouble falling asleep, so I don't need melatonin. I produce melatonin. So that could explain why this didn't work for me. If you do have trouble falling asleep, maybe it's worth giving it a try. That's not my problem. I fall asleep very quick. I also sleep really well at the tail end of my sleep window. For me, it's the middle of the night. And I recently started doing some diaphragmatic breathing exercises. I'm working with a breath coach. And believe it or not, within a week of doing the breathing exercises daily, my sleep improved. And she had shared with me that it would. I had to take about 3 days off in a row recently. It was over Easter, just got really busy. I took 3 days off from doing my breathing exercises. And sure enough, I went right back and did not sleep well. So as of right now, and I love that it's a holistic approach, I don't have to put anything in my body. The breathing has really made a significant change. So really pumped about that. Don't love adding more to the agenda, more time doing something for self-care because I don't really have the extra time, but sleep is so important to me. It is something I value. If you took the Life Blueprint workshop, you know all about when we value something, we are going to go to all extremes to make sure that we cultivate that. That's how I feel about sleep. So I'm just so thankful that the breathing exercises have helped. They really have. Emptied a progesterone and took one this morning. We'll take one tonight. And yeah, always on repeat. Another supplement, this is BCAA glutamine growth and recovery supplement. I put the powder with about 10 ounces of water, shake it up prior to my workout, and I drink it immediately following my workout for recovery. Do I feel that all of you need this? No. This is for your heavy lifters, your more aggressive exercisers. If you are training for a race, a half marathon, even maybe a 5K. If you're doing intense, strenuous exercise and lifting weights, strength training a lot, yeah, I think this is fantastic. I would encourage it. But if you're simply a walker trying to get your 10,000 steps in a day, you really don't need this because you're just moving. You're not really exercising and working out. You're just walking. So a little bit different situation there. Emptied 2 boxes of my dandelion root tea. I do drink one of these per day. Also emptied a raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with Mother. I swig 2 ounces of this a day. Just straight up swigger down. Yep, take a shot. You know I love my juicing. And it's not for the health benefits. It kind of is for the taste because they taste amazing. It is to free me up from having to meal prep and meal plan. If you follow me on stories, I shared last week how in 2022, I've stepped up my game with my meal prepping. making my food and staying really diligent about being as clean as I possibly can. Although I've been a clean eater for about 15 years, 13 to, yeah, probably 15 years. I mean, what, 2009, 2010, I believe. So I've been a clean eater for many years. So maybe not quite that long. So Pips was born in 05. Yeah, I would say more like 2008, 2009, 2010 was when I transitioned into clean eating from the standard American diet. It's just a lot of work. For any of you that eat severely clean, I mean, you're eating 5-6 times a day, if not more. I never eat less than 5 or 6 times per day unless it's a day I'm taking a celebratory meal. Some days I just need a break. It's just a lot. I love juicing all day because it gives me that break. I don't get hungry. I'm satisfied. They're so good. I feel like I'm tapping into the sweet tooth. So love it. We have Raw Fountain, which when this video publishes, I think I'm on a 3-day juice cleanse. I'm pretty sure. I will have the information below if you want to take part in a juice cleanse. I'll share with you the days in May because I do a 3-day juice cleanse every single month. I will share May's dates with you. I also have a code where you can get a little discount from Raw Fountain. And then this one here is from a local juice place. And I don't believe they ship all over, so I'll put their, maybe I'll put their link in, I don't know. But anyway, love my juice. Here we have the Kleenex hand towels. These are really handy to have, especially if you are hosting and having guests over. Since COVID, I now, whenever we're hosting anything with the kids or anyone else, I always set these out. I just feel that people are not as comfortable sharing the same towel that everyone uses. It's also a pet peeve of mine, and Paul would say the same thing. There's nothing worse than when you go to a house party and the hand towel is wet from everyone using it. And I get it. Their hands are clean, they're drying it. It's a pet peeve of ours. It is what it is. So I think these are so nice to set out. If you don't like the look of the box because it doesn't really go with the bathroom decor, I pull several out and I just fold them up and I lay them on the vanity next to the sink. My favorite zebra pen in blue, always in blue. We have some parchment pre-cut sheets. These are from Kroger, but I know that you can get them on Amazon, so I will have the pre-cut sheets linked. These have been a game changer versus using the roll of parchment paper. And then I do pretty much all online shopping, so it's not uncommon to have to ship items back. So we have an empty shipping tape. Also, my thrift store over it. I recently shared a video of my dresses that I'm over and that I am selling. So if there's any left, as of today, there's not many, maybe a few, but I will have that video linked if you want to check out some dresses that I have for sale. You can also check out my Over It Instagram page to see what else I am selling currently, but we're always packaging up items to ship out from Over It Thrift, so check it out. Here we have some Finish Rinse Aid for the dishwasher. My favorite one and only dish soap, Dawn. I love my Tide Sport with Febreze, and I love my Snuggle Super Care. I don't typically get the Sea Breeze. I think they were out of the fragrance that I typically get. I think it's in a green and blue container, but it works. I like Snuggle. We have little sleep socks that were so worn out they have a hole in them. And some little black footies that look like Norman's hair got on, but also I think got a hole in them. I'm really funny about these little footies that go with like flats. They have to be the ones that cover a good portion of the top of your foot or they don't stay on. And I believe these ones were the ones that were a dud. So I will have the little footies that I prefer that are great if you're wearing like a loafer or if you're even wearing an athletic shoe of some or a sneaker and you don't want anything to show, so you don't even want athletic footies. But again, they have to cover a good portion of the top of the foot. If they just cover my toes, they fall off, and that drives me crazy. This is Paul's old computer backpack that he carries to work. It was getting rough, so he replaced it. It even smells like the plant. He works in a manufacturing plant. I can smell the plant, the manufacturing plant on the bag. So he replaced it, and I will have a link to the replacement. Always emptying Folgers coffee. I think he gets this at Sam's or Walmart in the big canister, but this is what we always buy. But our coffee machine also makes espresso. So it's not uncommon for us to make on the weekends, maybe an espresso or a latte. And here is the little pods that it uses. This is the original or the regular, and then the decaf pods as well. And I will put a link to our drip coffee / espresso machine, because it's duo. One machine does it all, and we love it. I'm not really fussy about my stevia. There is one that I order off Amazon. I will put a link in there to it, but this is Kroger and this is Aldi. Moving into ways to make your coffee deluxe in fufu and add in those calories, which if you're trying to lose weight, this could be a good area where you try to cut back. We have the Chobani coffee creamer, 30 calories for 1 tablespoon. Patty's Lucky Batch, which I believe was limited edition. Sizzling brown sugar. These were amazing. Also have an unsweetened vanilla oat milk. This is only 45 calories for 1 cup, so this would be a better option if you need to put some type of creamer in your coffee. And this is even better at 30 calories for 1 cup. It is the unsweetened almond milk. Here we have a peppermint bark syrup. Now this was sugar-free. Got it over the holidays, used it up really good. I have 3 empty boxes of cream of rice hot cereal. This is what I eat post-workout pretty much every single day, if not daily, since the beginning of the year. Again, if you check out my What I Eat in a Day video, you will see this. You will see how I prepare it, if I put anything in it, and what else I have along with this. So this is my fast absorbing carbohydrate, which is great post-workout. And I don't mean post walking your 10,000 steps. I'm talking about a workout, not just moving. This is great, well, for someone like me. When I am out of cream of rice, if I have oats on hand, I will make oatmeal. Also great post hard workout. Chunk light tuna in the packet. You will also see this in my What I Eat in a Day video. I typically have 1 of these every single day. And I love to chop up some roasted red bell peppers. This is the strips. I will just pull out some strips, chop it up, and put it on top of my tuna. It is amazing. I don't add anything to my tuna. I just put a little bit of this on top. I also keep on hand chunk chicken breast. If you follow me, you know I'm not big on chicken. I just find the texture of chicken. You would never see me order chicken in a restaurant. I only order fish in a restaurant. Fish or some type of seafood, that is it. I cannot do chicken and I cannot do beef. Strangely enough, the only way I can typically eat chicken is if I slow cook it in a crock pot or slow cooker, or canned chicken. Yeah, I know, you wouldn't think, but I keep these on hand. It's not uncommon for me to have 1 of these a day because, as you know, I like to keep my protein grams high per day. Watch my What I Eat in a Day video if you'd like more information on that. And I love to top my chicken with the Trader Joe's Mushroom & Company multi-purpose umami seasoning blend. This is fantastic. One of my clients told me about it. She actually sent me a bottle, and now I always purchase it on repeat. It's really great topped on your eggs as well, or any any comfort food dish, like a casserole dish, if you are taking a celebratory meal, this is so good. We always keep Bug's formula on hand so that Kirsten and Tim don't have to bring it each Friday when they bring her to the house for me to take care of and spend the day with. So I have an empty canister of formula, which she will be off very, very soon because she's almost a year old, and I think at 1 year she goes off formula, I'm pretty sure. Here we have, must have been left over maybe from Valentine's Day, Easter. It's the Neapolitan Lindor little truffles. Really tasty, I'm sure. I don't know if I had one. Probably not. A little thing of rum chata that Paul brought home from the party store for me so I could put it in my coffee. It was $1.69. I love rum chata. This is a weakness. I cannot have it in the house. It is only for special occasions. When I did Wine Wednesday last month, make sure you get signed up for Wine Wednesday for May. It's coming soon. It's the second Wednesday of every single month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's limited seats. We have so much fun for Ladies Night Wine Wednesday. I will have a link where you can get more information, but to ration myself and not have any leftover wine in a bottle that I would polish off the next day, I just bought a small box of a Sauvignon Blanc. And here, speaking of Sauvignon Blanc, Oyster Bay from New Zealand. This is a fantastic Sauvignon Blanc. Highly recommend Oyster Bay. And another wine recommendation, if you like a sweeter wine, go for a late harvest Riesling. Late harvest means it's going to be sweet. It's going to be like a dessert wine. This is Arcturus? Yeah, something like that. But it is from Black Star Farms in Michigan, so I don't know if you'd be able to get this where you are, but this is a great Riesling. It's probably around $20, so there are some cheaper ones out there, but yeah, but it's definitely sweet. Even on the little scale, they have it right between medium sweet and sweet. And I would say for me, it's sweet. So definitely recommend. Monthly empties for March and April. Don't forget, links will be on the blog and probably in the description box below. So click the top link and shop from there. Outfit beauty details will be there. Any videos that I mentioned, please check those out. And then some workshops coming up. Of course, we always have the Wine Wednesday, second Wednesday of every month. And then Paul and I are doing a group coaching for married couples or couples that have been in a long committed relationship. We have 4 opportunities for you to join us, so be sure to click that link and get more information and get registered, because each of those 4 classes of group coaching, those are limited. So if coaching one-on-one is not in your budget, this is a great opportunity because it's extremely affordable and it should be a really good time. And again, Paul and I are facilitating that together. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you here on YouTube in the month of May. Take care.